So when I get ready to draft, that's when I'm just going to go back and I'm going to add in my information, my ba, my da, and my being, and my central idea statement. Then I'm going to answer as many of the who, what, when, where, and why that I possibly can. I might have to move that information around, and that's actually what I'm going to do. As I was trying to answer these questions, I thought, you know what, I bet this will go down there, but if you need to wait until you revise and edit, you can do that. So I did my wow statement and then my which one W am I writing about. Then I went in and I filled out all my who, what, when, where, and why. And then I ended with an I will always remember. This is a little bit tricky because an expository prompt does not tell a story, but they're asking you to write about a time, and writing about a time is a story. But I think if you follow this format, you're still going to be okay. So what were my feet doing? My feet were sprinting to the busy highway. What were my eyes seeing? I was searching for my Yorkie puppy that ran out of his kennel and into the street. Actually, it wasn't a street, it was a busy highway. What was I thinking? I was thinking, this dog has lost his mind. I have never been so scared as when my dog ran away. Now, one thing that I want you to notice is what were my feet doing? That's a sentence by itself. What were my eyes doing? That's a sentence by itself. What was I thinking? That's a sentence by itself. So you have 4 sentences, and you need to make sure that in your introduction, every sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with an end mark. Yesterday, I read lots of papers that didn't have very many end marks or capital letters and end marks. This is an easy way to make sure you do that. Then I answered why. Why did I decide to write about this? I said, when I think of being scared, I think of the latest situation that had me in a nervous tizzy. Those feelings of not being in charge and not knowing a solution can be very overwhelming. So that's why I chose to write about this situation. What happened? Oh, here, this is where I'm going to put it. I'm going to have to put what down here. Where did it happen? Or when did it happen? This actually happened on March 5th, 2019, and it happened on our way to a baseball game in San Angelo, Texas. Where were we? My family and I were in a car, and we had to stop and go to the restroom, and our little bitty Yorkie dog named Dubs found that stopping for the restroom break was his perfect escape. What did he do? He jumped out of the car, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran down a busy highway. Why? Why were you scared? My heart was pounding and my palms were sweaty, and I was sweaty. I was finally able to overcome my fear by getting back into my car, hoping that we would find him. And sure enough, as we were about to drive off, Dubs sprinted back to his family. So I was able to overcome my fear by saying, okay, I've got to think rationally here. We can't get run over by a car chasing this dog, right? So I told you who, what, when, where, why. And then down here, what will you remember about this? I will always remember this day. I have always loved my dog, but it wasn't until he made me a nervous wreck that I found myself chasing him down the Highway 87 that I realized how much he is part of my family. So when I did my drafting, I just went back and I wrote I just filled in this information by writing my actual expository story.